lives beyond the clouds. I swear so. Up into the island sky, I shout and heart is never broken. In your arms you proven love isn't in your eyes. Together we fly this the sky, so you can fly away with me to a place where we can dream. Just for you, better me, you know we catch you, touch the sky. Destiny appears out from the dust. Clear away the dust that's trapped inside the mind. The skies of the past will stay forever. Healing them, move forward. Together we make it through. My future is you, me and you. That time is here and now. To be the light within darkness. Your state that lives inside. Don't be afraid to let it shine. If ever you rose away, look to your heart for courage. We are never on our own. I know you will catch me, and I will catch you where you're falling. You and me, touch the sky.
We have 8 people now. All right. It's picking back up. They will surrender straight up, yes. Right?
Over on the blue side right now, but we are going to see a second match. We will definitely see what these two teams have for us in Atlanta Dawn. Definitely really interested to see. So I haven't really seen the players from Europe, right? The EU tournament, because I'm an NA caster, but I'm really hoping to see some good plays and see and learn more about these players individually themselves as well.
Absolutely. This is hopefully gonna be a very fun match. They're both really good teams and they should definitely put on quite the show. You have Team Top Esports with members from across Europe that are quite known amongst everyone, going from Mr. I Prince, Xord's old captain and a tournament host, as well as a caster, host, streamer. And on the other side, you have Iconic Crew with their work over trying to become one of the better teams across ML and hoping to represent Romania in the IESF 2024. And it looks like we're
Yeah.
going to be starting the band, so I'll send you back over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, this is with your top esports versus Iconic Crew, and a little bit about these teams, right? Iconic Crew definitely wants to be remembered as the iconic and different, followed by their name. They also want to be a representative of Romania in ISF in the upcoming year as well. So they do definitely want to have that pocket pick chance to be able to represent their team over there in Romania, but also for top esports, we do know that the leader of that team is also known for hosting tournaments and also previously part of another team as well. So we have seen a little bit of tournament experience coming in from top esports. I do not know who the specific member is, but I will definitely be able to find out who that mage player is once we get directly into the game. But we're already heading into the draft phase. We already see that Kaja has been banned out. Very huge menace right now. The suppression, the divine judgment definitely is something that you need to be careful of. But over on the red side, they're going to go ahead and ban out that Faramis Cult Altar. Now change to Nether Realm right now. The Cult Altar has been a little bit too much for a lot of people to handle. But, Azza, what do you think about
Yes.
that Phobius, man?
Honestly, personally, I find the Phobius ban to be quite smart. You have one of the members who's really good at 1-1, and that Phobius ban is specifically just to secure that 1-1 pick and to stop them. Oh, and it looks like they directly replied with that 1-1 ban. They knew it was coming.
Yeah, definitely knew it was coming today. Look out for a trade, but as an analyst standpoint from back here, I don't think Phobius is really a valid ban over here. I would have looked more for something like Arlot, or maybe even banning out the support. The support meta is definitely right back into Land of Dawn with the tank jungle. So I would have rather seen more of like a jungle band, like a Baksha, Fredrin is also being still used in MPL and MPL Live. So you definitely want to be a watch out for that because if you want to go set tank, you're looking for more of an assassin, right? To be able to negate all
Absolutely.
that damage, right? Supports are just there to help the tank jungler be kind of like a sandbag for the rest of the team. But as I called it, Matilda is definitely going to be banned out. A very, very big menace in the jungle area as well. Easy invades with the circling eagle as well. So definitely one of a good bans coming in. But they have a last slot left. I would look to opt for a ban on Angela to go ahead and trade out the double supports. Or you could go ahead and leave open the Angela. You can ban a hero like Arlott or Nolan, yes. Trade out the Guinevere and for an Angela ear though. So I think any four of those heroes might just get easily picked up right now. So I'm calling an Arlott. Okay, maybe not
Honestly,
Alucard.
you may not like the Phobios ban, but judging by what we saw on the CMLDT final, Phobios been doing work. Phobios
Yeah.
has been putting in that work.
Well, see,
All I'm
I
gonna say.
haven't I haven't watched the EU tournament, so I have no idea what the cheese picks are for these two teams, right? But as I call that Guinevere is gonna get picked up, maybe a Novaria. So definitely Astro Echo is gonna do a lot of map awareness for the team over there. Makes it a bigger hitbox for Guinevere to use a Violet Requiem, right? To be able to pop her ult and jump on anybody that comes in her way, which forces out a lot of battle spells, especially for the marksmans that has to force themselves on Purify. Which is gonna be Bruno, right? The worldly coming in. Might just be Messi over there or Cristiano Ronaldo on the board, but we see a Haya getting hovered over by iPrince. I do know him. I have casted some tournaments with him, and I definitely want to see how he would do as a player this time. And I want to see if he's going to be showing his true colors here. But instead, we're going to go ahead and trade that out for a Kufra and possibly an Arlott. So the three heroes that I mentioned out of the four just got picked up. But Azza, what do you think about the draft so far?
Honestly, to me, I think they're both picking up some really nice heroes, especially for how they're banning. Judging by the bans they've had that Arlet pick, they've had that Bruno, and they've had that Hufra. Banning that Phobius was a smart move in my opinion, especially the Kaja as well. So no one has access to that Bruno. The enemy team on iconic cruise side does have that Novaria, that Gwen. They are going for a bit of cheesing into that Gwen, and it looks like they're taking a Tigrel as well. So you know they're gonna be focusing on giving Gwen all the opportunities possible to get Team Top Esports.
Yeah, looking at the ban phase right now and the draft phase currently, I'm looking for the top esports to go ahead and ban out some mages. Or I'm sorry, not top esports, iconic flame to go ahead and ban out some mages, but instead them to go ahead and opt for an assassin ban, knowing that there's a Novaria right there. You definitely want to protect her at all costs. She is the one doing the backline damage, but also being able to give all that vision. So I feel like Fanny is a good ban. I would look for a Haya ban or a Ling ban if they would continue to go with the assassin bans. But looking at the side of top esports, however, they are missing a marksman and an exp. So they're gonna go ahead and look for one of those bans. They did go ahead and ban the Brody. Maybe the Earthel would be your next viable option. And they're gonna go ahead and ban the Valentina. Ooh. So they're gonna go ahead and ban out the Terizla, which I feel like it's okay, but they're also I would rather much protect the marksman pick over the EXP pick for sure. But they did go ahead and ban out the Valentina, which prevents the IMU. No ults are being copied, especially the final slash coming in from Prince. And I do hope that they do pick their heroes wisely here. They are hovering over a marksman and an EXP lane to be picked up by the side of Iconic Flame at the moment.
In my opinion, they're gonna be trying to narrow, like as you can see from the bans at least, they have narrowed down a lot of the marksman options. especially with Brody being one of the better marksmen against Bruno and Arlott. So they are quite narrowing it down.
Ooh, so Lapu did get picked up. Very good pick, I would say. Bravest Fighter Stance does give the immune CC over there on that ult. But we're gonna go ahead and see a tank jungle get picked up. The Baksha. This is what I hoped for, a ban coming in, but instead it gets picked up by Top Esports. And that's going to be into the hands of Kingsta on the Baksha, the cheese wheel that I love to call it. And Yansky is going to go ahead and lock in the Lilia. Black shoes coming in from the mage. Kind of a double life over there. But Nikki is going to go ahead and hover over this Hanabi, which I don't feel like is too bad, right? Hanabi's passive does give the CC immune, but that's going to go for the carry. I'm a little bit concerned, right? And from a back standpoint, Carry is a short-range marksman compared to a Bruno that has a little bit more range. And Carry is opting to go for the flicker. So no Puri on that marksman might be a little bit risky when the Arlott uses the final slash and Kufra's in pure rage. Might just be a little bit too much for Carry to handle, but we are about to hop in to the match. Top Esports versus Top Esports versus Iconic Flame. We are looking at the second game currently. I'm pretty sure Iconic Flame has won the first match.
Yeah, that's right. Iconic Crew won the first match, and
Iconic Crew.
yes, and they are taking one so far. So it's gonna be either a battle for the 2-0 or the 1-1. Do you think Top Esports is gonna be able to equalize the matches so far?
Well, I would kind of have to see the game, right? I don't know how these people play. We kind of had some technical difficulties in the first match, so I wasn't able to catch everyone's power spike and how the team plays currently. So, what's up? I'm pretty sure Iconic Crew won the first match. But yeah. But Azza, I know
Yes.
that you kind of know these teams a little bit better than I do, right? So if you had to say their power spike, or what is their strongest point for both teams? But speaking about strong points,
It looks like we're gonna be having an initiate on the Arlott side over to that jungle for Guinevere. That's gonna be Team Iconic Esports equalizing the matter, stopping them from getting that invaden. It doesn't look like Top Esports is gonna be stopping in so easily. They're gonna be going for that Lapo in the meantime that they distracted the Guinevere. Lapo is gonna get away, and the Guinevere is gonna be able to finish her red. Meanwhile, Baxia is just having a blast, clearing all of his jungle and going towards top lane. And it looks like they are gonna be going for an early game fight over on XP lane while Bruno takes down little by little carries HP on the gold lane.
yeah, we do see the rotations coming into that top side, right? They do want to focus at EXP, kind of chunk them down a little bit low for this next turtle fight, right? And with the new meta and the patch, the EXP has been nerfed just a slight bit. So all turtle fight is going to be a little bit delayed as Rome doesn't get level 4 until the turtle has been taken up. But a very premature flicker coming in from Bandito. That's going to be a little bit of utility wasted, but we see both sides fighting over this turtle. I mean, Baksha versus a Guinevere, but Kufra.
Kufra missing his jump, and it looks like they're gonna be trying to go for that Guinevere. The Guinevere is gonna die with the ulti coming in from the Arlott. It looks like Baxi is gonna be able to secure that turtle very freely. Is it gonna be? Ooh, and Baxi secures that red tree against the Lapu. The Lapu seems to be in trouble with an ulti coming out from Kufra, and that's gonna be 2-0 to the side of Top Esports, granting them a very slight but a very solid gold lead in the early game with 1k advantage.
Yeah, definitely a very strong early game coming in from Top Esports. They were able to get that jungler a little bit delayed, which is going to be the jungler from the side of Iconic Crew, right? They might have an early snowball from that last game, but definitely not showing them that snowball for this game. Babsky doing a good job on this Kufra, being able to zone out for Bruno Q. Is going to go ahead and negate a lot of that damage, take a lot of dominance in his lane, and definitely a good ult coming in from that turtle fight. right, was able to stun Guinevere, going to be stunning Zaintizi with that Impure Rage, but we might look for a little bit of a skirmish here. Blood's doing a little bit of chip damage on Prince, but I think they both do know that they can't really do nothing much here. So respectfully, they're going to be backing off and going back to their farming adventure over here.
Looks like the Hoofer is going to be going in on the Lapu. The Lapu's trying to get that Baxi over there. And the Guinevere is going for the Bruno. That's going to be a fail with the Purify popping out from the Bruno. That's Baxia going back with very low HP. Lapu also on low HP. And Mr. Bandito on the Tigreal trying to stop them.
Yeah, definitely. Trying to stop them for sure. Definitely that Roamer is definitely wanting to be the one to negate all that damage. But bot side is going to be a little bit of a trade coming in from Nikki. Kara's going to go ahead and take away Bruno. Looks like the soccer balls weren't hitting the goal in the right spot, but Bamsky doing a little bit of a wind-up, a little bit of zone-ish. Neutral eject the turtle. Second turtle coming up in about 10 seconds. Both teams are starting to work their way around. And it's definitely going to be make sure that this time, hopefully they can secure the turtle. But Bandito's doing a good job shielding out Bamsky, doing a little bit of zoning job to go ahead and make Kingsta on this box should have a little bit of an easier time to get this turtle.
It looks like Box is going to be trying to get that turtle with Bandito trying to give some vision across. Bambisky's going to be going back, and it looks like they're going to be diffusing that fight with the carry, trying to keep going for that Khufra. The Khufra is going to be lowering that HP very quickly. You have to remember that true damage from carry does hurt
Yeah,
anyone,
definitely. Yeah,
especially those
definitely.
tanks.
Yeah, definitely hurts as well. But Top Esports is going to go ahead and secure that second turtle as well. And Baksha doing a really good job, right? Baksha is one of those tank jungles, so you want to go for that utility aspect and you want to get all that gold, all that farm as much as you can. But Bamsky looking for a pick off in that bot side. Bandito in a little bit of trouble getting picked off by Lilia, but here
It
comes the
looks like
next
Implosion
engage.
is going to be coming out from Bandito. That's going to be Lilia still getting Bandito regardless. And it looks like they are maintaining that gold lead as well as they can. Top lane seems to be in a bit of trouble with Baxter trying to fight off Guinevere and Lapo at the same time with that low in HP. I doubt he was gonna try to stop them from taking that tower, and that's gonna be Tower 1 falling for Team Iconic Esports. It looks like they're gonna be trading top lane for bot lane, and that's Tower 1. Tower 1.
Yeah, definitely a trade coming in, but you're gonna see both sides start to switch their way over and swap around. But Prince forced to use his Purify on Guinevere. Definitely a utility there wasted, which will be perfect setup for the side of for the top esports. Right, they do have the black shoe still available for Lilia, but for Iconic Crew, Zantizi definitely knows now that, Prince doesn't have Purify. But here it goes. He just gets caught out. Violet Raccoon being used in. Cooper coming
Gonna
with a
be
jump to 2 men in pure rage coming in. But Implosion in exchange coming from Tick but slain by Prince. But Jensen's going to go ahead and take away Guinevere with the final slash. But Lapa Raven's Fire Stance coming in to dive the tower. And that is going to be a 2-for-1 trade, which sets up the neutral objective now for top esports.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful ulti. That was a beautiful implosion coming in from Bandito, stopping Tyrant's Rage from actually neutralizing his team. And it looks like they're gonna be going for that Bruno. That's gonna be Corey jumping in, trying to get, and it looks like he's gonna be going back. That's gonna be them still trying. Bruno doing that damage, that trickle damage on the Lapu, and it looks like he still has Worldy, and he does not seem to want to use it. That's going to be Guinevere going for Kingsta. It looks like Kingsta is going to be in a bit of trouble. That's Siren's Rage coming out from that Khufra, trying to save Kingsta and keeping their jungler alive. It looks like the Lilia is going to be using the Black Shoes and running away from that Guinevere, making sure she is in safe distance. And in the meantime, the Arlet has been taken out due to Bandito using his implosion, stopping him from being able to keep going for that Novaria.
Yeah, Prince is definitely on a roll here. Anything he touches is turning to gold right now. He's sitting at 2-1-3, but Bamsky is getting a little bit caught out here. Barrett's fire stance coming in from Lapu here.
That's going to be back here taking out that Lapu, and it looks like Mr. Bandito still does not have his implosion. It's gonna be bad to even try to go for that fight. The Hofer seems to be going in towards that carry, and that's Arlet clearing up the lanes towards that Guinevere, stopping them from getting any free lanes. Hofer's taking position, and it looks like Carry is gonna be running towards the team. That's gonna be a missed jump by Hufra, and that's gonna be an ulti flicker. The Tyrant's Rage lands on the Guinevere, but it still fails to catch anything. It looks like Implosion is coming in. That's gonna be the Arlet catching them with that ulti, and that's their tank gone with the ultis almost all depleted, only Worldy and Tortoises, the Tortoise ulti from the Terizla Tortoises Fusence is gonna be remaining, and it looks like he may need it very soon, especially with how much heal that Lapo is getting.
Yeah, Yansky definitely coming in at 4-2-1, right? With the final slash, definitely sending them to a different zip code other than Europe, back into the caster's desk, as he was able to take away 4 members off the team, right? But we are looking at a 7-6 lead right now. Iconic Crew might had a better game last game, but this time Top Esports is definitely showing that they want to stay in the game for a little bit longer, as they are able to keep that steady lead, 3k gold lead coming in over there. But Prince and Yensky definitely doing their job for doing all that damage. But Bamsky coming with 6 assists, right? Almost a 100% team fight. Then you know that he's been all around the map. But Prince coming in with a 100% team fight. So you know Prince has been doing all the damage, making sure the rotations are set. But we do see
And that's
Novaria's
gonna be
Astral
Astral
Echo.
Echo coming in from Novaria. That's gonna be Bambisky. He's going in. He's gonna hit them with that implosion. And it looks like Bax is gonna have to run away and gonna use that towards his Puissance. It's gonna be Guinevere coming in, trying to land that Violet Requiem. It's gonna be Pop. That's Bravest Fighter getting out as well from the Lapu. And that's Arlet going in, continuing the onslaught on Team Iconic Crew with Bandito at low HP. Only Bloods remains on the mid lane trying to defend, and they're going to be taking that first objective, that first Lord, and that's going to be giving them a much bigger advantage. The gold lead is getting bigger and bigger. What do you think, Yusuf?
Yeah,
Yunus?
definitely a lot of bodies dropped right now. That mid's a little bit of a messy Lord fight coming in from Iconic Crew, right? We had to wait for Bandito to ult, right? But only was able to get 1 member, and that is a little bit disappointing coming in. Was able to bait out no Puries, and during the entire Lord fight, Prince and Q actually had no Purify. But knowing Prince, right, Black Shoe's actually immune, so if you are to time that correctly, you are able to negate some of that CC actually, and is able to get out a little bit easier compared to the rest of the team members. But a lane sync coming in. Beautiful push coming in from the side of Top Esports. They are looking to siege this mid turret, but look at Kufra.
That's going to be Bloods falling towards the Tortoises Puissance. That's going to be Bandito. Is he going to use Implosion? And he does have it, and that's going to be Arlet coming in with that ulti. And Lapu is going to be giving some leeway to stop them from following Bandito back inside. It looks like there's going to be a flicker jump. That's gonna be from the Tag Rail. It is not going to be enough. It did help them out a bit, stopping that initial attack. They're going to still take the tower. Is Hooper going to be jumping? Is he going to land on the Guinevere? That's going to be Guinevere going back. Bax is going in. Astral Echo coming out from the Novaria, giving them that extra range. Bravest Spider coming in from Lapo with the first kill, stopping them and giving them a little bit of momentum. They're going to be able to take out that Tigreal. No, he's going to escape with the Flicker Pop. They are currently out of ultis. The only one remaining is currently Worldy, and they are going to be going back, keeping those lanes pushed, going back, getting that reset, and getting 1 extra tower on the bot side for Team Top Esports.
Yeah, definitely World is the only thing that's left, but we do have to be careful, right? Top Esports might be in the lead right now, but Iconic Crew definitely has that late game insurance coming in, right? From Novaria Blood, sitting at 114, but has the most amount of assists currently at the moment, but Novaria will definitely start to scale up with that burst cannon build. May I take a look at the emblems real quick coming in from both teams? Kind of want to see which team kind of has the advantage with the emblem sets here. Looks like Novaria is going for that burst build, so definitely have to be careful, right? Carry is also going for that Trinity build, so we have to be careful once it gets that late game. This might be a little bit of a bad show and a bad opening for the side of top esports if they can hold on. But if they do hold on, this might be a little bit bad as Iconic Crew definitely is going to start scaling into their hands and might be a little bit of a bad situation. But looks like they're going to do a little bit of a Lord dance at this upcoming Lord. 3 seconds up till the enhanced Lord. So we might see a little bit of a skirmish here, but Bamski sitting in a little bit deep into their jungle.
Absolutely. They seem to be trying to get that Lord at the moment. They want that enhanced Lord. And that's going to be Bandito coming in, creeping in on Kyo here. He is going to be taking all that damage. That's going to be the flicker popped from the Tag Rail. Turtsis Pusens is going to be getting popped from the Baxia. They're going to be going in. They're going to try to lower their HP as much as they can. It looks like they did go back from Lord. It is reset, but they are going to still try to go for it with Bandito having no flicker, no element of surprise, but Vilapo still has his ulti, and that's going to be Ooh, that's going to be the Guinevere trying to pop that Violet Requiem and failing to do anything and still dying, giving them a disadvantage of one player at the moment. Do you think they can survive this? Will they be able to defend once Lord comes in? Yes.
I mean, for the side of Iconic Crew, their backs are up against the wall a little bit, right? They just lost a member, which is going to be Zantizi on this Guinevere, right? A little bit of utility jungle not doing the way that's supposed to do. As people say, if you're going to use a hero, use it for its utility, not really so much the skills, right? We are seeing Kingsta. He's sitting at 305 and was able to take every single neutral objective, and that's what you want as a tank jungler, but they are looking to try to push, but Bamski diving in.
That's going to be a failed first kill into the tower from Bamski here. They do seem to be still trying to go into them. That's going to be the backs that go in it, and that's Implosion failing to land and the death for Bandito with the final slash. It does not seem to have come out. Bravest Spider is coming up. Final Slash coming in, stopping them all in their tracks. And it looks like Team Top Esports is here to get back their vengeance. And they're going to be recalling in their face. And that's one game towards the side of Top Esports, making it a 1-1 in this final.
Yeah, but if a game played in by Top Esports was able to take that bounce back and is able to take a win away from Iconic Crew. If you take a look at these stats real quick, Prince coming in, right? Just like I said earlier, anything he touches is turning to gold, and he definitely secured the MVP. 2-1-13 KDA coming in with 100% team fight. Definitely Lilia was doing a lot of that damage, negating a lot of that backline. But up coming right behind him is Kingsta on this box shot. Was able to take a ton of objectives, but also secure them as well with that tank jungle, right? ZNTZ looks like he was going for a hybrid build, but definitely not something you want to do into a tank jungle when there are two members of the team from the side of Top Esports that has Purify. So a little bit of I would say a little bit of a misdraft since there was a lot of spells that's been used. Can I see the data, please? I do know that Prince is definitely going to be doing the most damage right underside Q. Definitely the Worldy is going to do and hit a punch and be able to smack them in their faces for sure, as he did 33% damage, is able to do all that damage towards Nikki and that on that carry, right? 22% damage, but definitely bloods on the Novaria. Was able to be the final person doing the most amount of damage, but we're gonna have to see the next game, Azza. This might be a very intense last game, as both sides did take a win so far.
Absolutely. Each side at the moment needs 2 games to secure that victory. And honestly, they have been putting on some amazing gameplay, especially the games before, and they are not shying away from that in the finals. I really, really like the way Prince and Bambiski were going in towards each other, playing together and making sure they're always close by. As you can see, yes, Prince has 100% team fight participation with Hoofer just right behind. He was doing his absolute best to keep Prince safe and initiating for the entirety of the team. But in all honesty, I don't think you should forget about Bandito here. He did put in an amazing amount of effort, giving them all that vision, trying to initiate the fights. But at the end, their team comp just lost it at the draft with how CC dependent they are and 2 purifies on the enemy team.
I'm burning up now, taking higher levels. I'm in a bad spot, trouble to my knees. I need a taste, sipping on heaven. You got me waiting, waiting for you. We're chasing trophies, got me ready, don't you worry. I feel the power, I'm the champion. You got me running for the glory. Good to let this go. Burning up now, nothing's gonna stop me. I'm going faster, wanna break away. I love the way it feels. It's the adrenaline, we're going all the way. Cause we never ever going down. You got me walking to the bar. We don't catch a slide when we were young. Never run from the fight, yeah, we come to the top. Never run from the fight, all the way to the top. Never run from the fight, yeah, we rise to the top. I'm on a rush now, winning, that's my focus. I need some ice, you gotta cool me down. I feel my nirvana coming closer. You got me waiting, waiting for you. We're chasing trophies, got me ready, don't you worry. I feel the power, I'm the champion. You got me running for the glory. Good to let this go. Burning up now, nothing's gonna stop me. I'm going faster, wanna break away. I love the way it feels. It's the adrenaline, we're going all the way. Cause we never ever going down. You got me walking to the bar. We don't catch a slide when we were young. Never run from the fight, yeah, we come to the top. Never run from the fight, all the way to the top. Never run from the fight, yeah, we rise to the top. I'm burning up now, nothing's gonna stop me. I'm going faster, tearing down the walls. Burning up now, nothing's gonna stop me. Oh baby, please, oh yeah. I love the adrenaline. Cause we never ever going down. You got me walking to the bar. We don't catch a slide when we were young. Never run from the fight, yeah, we come to the top. Never run from the fight, all the way to the top.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is match 3. Joining me is Eunice, just like last time, and they're going to be starting the band. Eunice, what do you think of that Bruno band?
Well, this can be a respect band, right? I can't really say much. I did see a first game, but it's not enough for me to tell where everyone's power spike is. I definitely would have to say the mage player coming in from top esports, which is going to be Prince, right? Definitely is their
Absolutely.
big power spike for sure. But for the side of Iconic Crew, I would have to say Nikki was doing a good job. But Bloodsy, right, on the Novaria was able to do a lot of damage and was able to give a lot of assists. So I feel like those two people for the side of Iconic Crew is the power spike right now. So definitely want to focus their shift around there. But so I'm kind of smelling something. I feel like Iconic Crew right now is doing they're doing a double marksman ban and kind of pressuring out the marksman for top esports, which is going to be cute, right? That's a burn on a 1-1 banned out, but I feel like that's just a respect ban towards Q, because there's no way you are banning those two. Double marksman ban on top of that, and one single ban phase. So, Azza, what are you thinking? I mean, you saw the
Look,
performance last game. You saw it, right?
honestly, look. In all honesty, the one on that, I fully understand. That's one of his signature heroes. You're talking that's an ex-global 1-1. And his 1-1 is very relaxed when he plays. He is doing well and he is doing it in style. He is genuinely one of the ones you don't want to be against. And I respect that ban. I think that's a smart ban on their end. You don't want to give them those very comfortable picks.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get to that comfort picks, but Matilda is going to get banned out. Definitely a huge menace right now, even in MPLI, overseas, NA, any region. Support is not something you want to give up so easily, and they did try that out for the Angela. I am looking for another ban though, however, and I would like to say maybe ban out the tank jungle this time, right? We did see the Baksha getting picked up into the hands of Bamski, but I don't know if he wants to give that up so easily to the team of Iconic Crew, or if they are, what are they going to use to negate that tank jungle, right? If they're going to pick up the Baksha, looking for a burst damage mage like a Kadita or Lilia is really good to slow, but we are looking at a Joy. Joy's new revamp, however, makes her very easy to get caught out. So Kufra is good. Kaja used to always be the answer to Joy, but you don't need that anymore. But Fairness getting picked up by Bloods as a... What do you think?
Honestly, I've seen their matches before. I've seen that Hermes pick, especially on the side of Iconic Esports, and they've done really well mixing in that Hermes with their gameplay. So I'm excited to see what they pair that Hermes with, especially with how team-oriented that hero is going to be.
Yeah, definitely team oriented. But now, if I were to draft this correctly, I would. Yeah, so I was gonna call a Claude or a Valentina pick. Definitely two of the biggest counters of Fairness, right? Valentina has an IMU, is able to copy any ult, but Claude's Blazing Duet is definitely going to cancel out the Nether Realm coming in from Bloodsea, so definitely has to be careful when, if he wants to use his ult over there. And I don't know, I feel that's a very early Fairness pick, but if he is okay with one-tricking that mage, and I actually one-trick Fairness, that is my signature hero. And Azza, hear me out.
Hermes one trick.
Hear me out, Azza. Let me give you a little backstory, right? Fairness, you would run like, the regular boots and whatever, right? And you can either run CDR with the mana book and the lightning truncheon, or you can run the clock build, right? So the clock into book into lightning.
Yeah,
I
getting
run
that burst
Fairness with
damage in.
rapid boots,
Hmm.
which is so
Oh.
not meta. It's so stupid. But that's just my one trick hero. But Nikki is gonna go ahead and actually lock in the Irithel. And Irithel actually is a really good pick. Banning out Bruno and 1-1 early. It's gonna go ahead and trade off for the Irithel. But Baksha did just get picked up, and I don't like to see Baksha into the hands right there over there. For top esports, I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. That's going to be the same, almost. It's the same jungle, and you saw Bamski. Was it Bamski that was playing the jungle? Wait, I think
Bamski
they
was
just
playing the Kufra.
the Kufra,
It
right?
was also too easy for top. Actually, he changed his name.
He changed his name. Okay,
Yes.
so too easy for a top is going to be the new name over here, right? The Tortoise Puissance came in beautifully into the team fights, but we do see Corey coming in with a Terizla. The penalty zone, definitely want to get into that backline, be able to set a lot of those players over there for the side of top esports. But Nick is going to go ahead and run in the Irithel, the heavy crossbows. Definitely going to do a lot of damage, but it's going to have to be into that late game power spike. Gonna go ahead and ban out the Valentina, who I was very worried about, but Claude is still into the picture, so I definitely would want to be careful when it comes to another roam.
Honestly, Claude is a bit of a very niche pick, especially for me at the moment. I don't like how he fits into the meta and how he scales up against. Irithel, especially with how powerful Irithel is with that heavy crossbow at the moment. I don't think Claude is going to be a very viable pick unless they are capable of fully babysitting that Claude without stopping all the other lanes from dying.
Yeah, definitely. But we see a double roam ban coming in. That's going to be a Minotaur and Grok getting banned out. Novaria. So we do see a double mage ban and a double roam ban. I would have opted in for a jungle ban. They have Claude. So you want to kind of protect your marksman to the best of your ability, as your marksman will be the one doing the most damage towards that late game, including your mage. But Prince is going to go ahead and run the Lilia once more. Definitely one of his signature picks, I feel like, with the black shoes. But we'd see 2 assassins getting hovered over Fanny and possibly Lance Martis getting hovered over as well. Definitely want to see what he is opting for. The Guinevere definitely didn't do him justice, so he's going to go ahead for is he going to go ahead for the 3000 worlds? Is he going to go for the Phantom Execution? Is he going to go for the Decimation? He has a lot of choices right now, but ooh, he might go for the Execution over here. Beautiful hero skin. Lancelot, Zantizi definitely might have an easier time this game, as there is nowhere to really counter his dash right now. But Bandito, Kufra, yeah, definitely a Kufra getting picked up for any dash heroes. But we are seeing a Fredorin. Oh, gonna go ahead and lock
That's
in
gonna
the
be nice.
Lance. Yeah, I feel like that's a good pick, right? We do have the Tyrant's Rage and we do have the Phantom Execution coming in from Lancelot. So I feel like they're both going to be a beautiful pair, as now Zantizi has there's nothing stopping him right now, as Kufra did get picked up to negate his dashes.
Absolutely, and I think it's a pretty decent comp so far. They have the tankiness, they have the damage, they have those dashes, and they have those ins and outs. It's gonna be an interesting match for me, I think.
It would definitely be an interesting match for you as well. But for the last pick, we do see Diggy. Huh. So definitely wants to get rid of the Terizla ult, the penalty zone, and the Tyrant's Revenge over there coming in from the side of Iconic Crew. But draft is finalized as we are about to head in to Lena Dawn. We are seeing two. Mortifying, right? You can tell that the draft is a little bit more it's a little bit more pressurized, right? But we're gonna go ahead and head into the game. Everyone, this is going to be Iconic Esports or Iconic Crew versus Top Esports. I'm mixing these two teams up. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell who wants to win at this point. But gonna go ahead and see these two teams go head to head. 1-1 currently so far, and we are already looking at Bamski doing a little bit of a egg hunt over here on Nikki.
Yeah, absolutely right. It seems that Diggy Bamski is gonna be going for that early game poke, making sure Nikki is getting that little bit of a negative in that goal against that Claude. As I said, they're gonna be wanting to babysit Kiyu just to make sure that he does not lose out on his gold, especially with a very, very, very mid-game type of hero such as Claude.
Yeah, but Claude is more of that late game power spike, right? Claude has been nerfed to the ground and they came back. But I mean, I've seen Claude way too many times, but here comes Baksha.
It looks like that's gonna be, ooh, and that's gonna be Nikki having to go back, losing in on some of that gold from the minion wave. Kiyu getting just, that little snowball towards his lane. And they seem to be going very aggressively here. They do not want to give anyone the chance for any ganks on Kiyu.
Mm. But speaking about gank over here.
It looks like Bloods is gonna be trying to keep that backseat close to him with Zantizi. Ooh, and that's gonna be Prince dying on that Lilia with the Phantom Execution coming out. It looks like Louisa Pratop is gonna be dying, and that's gonna be Corey getting in that final kill with the Arlot coming in. That's gonna be another death for Team Iconic Esports.
Yeah, very early fight. A lot of bloodthirsty fights coming in by both teams, especially currently for Iconic Crew over here. 3-1 right now, but for a trade on top side, they're gonna go ahead and take Nikki off the board for Claude. Q's gonna go ahead and pick up a kill, but while that all of that's happening, there was a turtle fight that happened. That's going to be Zintizi picking up that turtle beautifully in his hands. But look at our lot.
It looks like Yansky is gonna be zoning out that lance. That's gonna be Zantizi having
Trisla.
to recall to stop himself.
Oh,
It looks like Corey's gonna be going for. Ooh, and it looks like there's gonna be another fight on top lane. That's gonna be Bamsky. Bamsky is gonna be dying. The Diggy is gonna be going away, and that's gonna be Ertul getting a little bit more gold to help her out against the Claude. You have to remember, Ertul's gonna have that very, very big power spike, especially on her third item. Nikki is gonna be able to burst down Kyu very easily. It's
yeah,
gonna
but
be interesting to watch.
yeah, but look at the rotation coming in. Might just be a little bit of a sandwich here for Nikki, but Nikki says a beautiful Tyrant's Revenge coming in from Kufra, but another round coming in to save, negate some of the damage, but Pathin coming in, Thorn Rose by Xantiz is going to go ahead and take Prince off the board. That is going to be 2 deaths on the board for Prince. Beautiful Pathin coming
Ooh.
in from Zambamski in a little bit of trouble. Might be the next one off the board. Definitely is going to be 2 kills into the hand of Zane. And Azza, you saw that beautiful Pathin coming in from that lance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He knew exactly where he wanted to go. He knew exactly where to land, and he got that Lilia. Honestly, I think he wanted Kyu instead. I don't think Prince was his target, but he'll take that target if he gets the chance.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
gonna be a Tyrant's Rage
no.
failing on Bandito with Black Shoes being popped on the side of Prince. It looks like Kyo is still trying to keep that Irithel, keeping Nikki at bay, stopping them from getting any free gold whatsoever, making sure he
Oh,
keeps that gold top. And
look
that's
at
going to be
Lance.
Phantom Execution pop. Is Prince going to be falling down again? And that's going to be Corey securing the kill for Team Iconic Esports. And they're going to be going for that first objective right away, securing that mid lane tower.
We definitely do see the mid lane tower, but top and bottom are definitely getting pushed up right now. Nikki in a little bit of trouble. Bamski dropped down very low, but Bandito, here we go.
And that's going to be Kyu barely escaping with Bambiski, with Time Journey being popped
Ooh.
over on the Diggy. That's going to be Tortoise Pusens coming out. Is it going to be enough? It looks like that's going to be the Netherland coming out. And too easy for top getting the escape.
No
But
way. No
Tyrant's
way.
Rage getting thrown. That's going to be a bloodbath here over.
Oh my
And that's going to
goodness.
be kind of his own back to Rizla, trying to punish them, stopping them from getting any more kills. And reverse time is gonna be
Oh, you're
thrown.
not done.
Arlet
You're not
Yansky is
done.
gonna be. Is he gonna go? Ooh, and looks like they're gonna stop that fight right there, stopping any more chances. But you have to look at top. Claude did manage to get that top lane, and he's gonna be getting that gold crowd. Q is definitely getting up ahead in gold
Yeah, definitely
against
2 to
Nikki.
0 trade. 2 to 0 trade. We are looking at a 3-0 from Correa over here. On Terizla, definitely one of those really strong EXP leaders in the early game stages, and Tz coming in at 3-1 as well. We saw him do the beautiful path thing. That is something that we do wanted to see because he didn't really shine as much in that last game with the Guinevere, but he is showing now, and we do see a little bit of a trade coming in. Kufra on the bot side trying to jump on their backline, but here comes a cheese wheel.
Ooh, that's gonna be the Blazing Duet getting popped from Q, and Tyrant's Rage getting to throwing. Oh, that's gonna be
Oh
Bandito
no.
still dying regardless of that. It looks like Time Journey. No, that's reverse time getting popped, and Corey is in trouble under the tower. They are going for him. Is he gonna be able to? And he still gets so easy for top with a free tower being taken by Kyu on bot lane, and Lance still pushing that mid lane, securing those minion waves.
Yeah, not so
Regardless,
really a free
Zane is
tower
not
though,
stopping.
right? Not a
Exactly.
really free turret. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a huge trade coming in. They just lost their mid and their top side for one bot side turret. And honestly, I don't think that's really a trade. That's more of losing your map vision, farm. You just lost a whole lot on the team, but Iconic Crew doing a good job. Trading out the debts, right? I might have just died on the board, but I'm just gonna trade out some of your turrets. Could get some vision, but Bandito.
So easy for top, gonna be going down. The Phantom Execution being popped. Bambisky is gonna be
Oh
trying to
wow.
escape with a very low HP, and that's penalty zone coming out with Time Journey. right after it, and Blood's getting to get those 3 kills with the second skill. It looks like Nikki is gonna be dealing a lot of damage on Yansky. Yansky missing his stun, no dash onto the Earthil. Prince keeping the Earthil at bay. It looks like Lance is gonna be popping that Phantom Execution just to get out, giving some. Oh, it looks like Nikki is in
No.
trouble. Nikki is gonna be dying with Zane in a lot of trouble here with the Tortoise Puissance chasing him. That's gonna be Zayn falling to the side of top esports. They seem to be doing a bit better now. As you can see, the gold is slowly creeping up.
Yeah, but look at Prince, right? I was kind of harping on him earlier. He was 0-2 in the early game stages, but now he's currently 7-3, right? He was legendary at one point, getting all these kills with the team. Definitely doing the one doing damage now, right? But Q is still sitting at a perfect KDA 302, and he is a pushing machine. But they gotta be careful here. Final slash coming in.
It's gonna be, ooh, and that's gonna be final slash being pulled out. Nikki getting zoned out from Yansky, throwing that second skill in and going back. Nikki is slowly creeping up in gold, and I have to admit, they did manage to give Q that initial start for a really good early game. Reverse time being thrown onto Bandito. Bandito is in trouble, and that's going to be another lamp being popped, but it was too late for them to save Bandito. It looks like Blood is going to be following them right behind. Zane is going to be in trouble here. They're chasing Zane with penalty zone coming out from Tori and the time journey from Bamsky. They lost that trade heavily, and the only two people alive right now are Nikki and Bandito with a free lord on the line. Kiyu and Too Easy for Top melting that lord away.
Yeah, definitely had that backed up against the wall for the side of top esports, but they were able to bring it back really fast, and they are actually in the lead now. 32k gold lead, but coming in with 28k for the side of Iconic Crew. Not something you kind of want to see. Kind of a flip of a coin. Everything can change in seconds, right? Prince coming in was a little struggling earlier, but he is able to come out on top. We do see Bamsky with the reverse time, and time journey is able to negate a lot of CC, which means there's no set potential coming in for Iconic Crew. Look at all those bombs coming in. The little bunny. It's not Easter, but definitely he is delivering some Easter eggs over there, trying to get a little bit of vision over on the team. But we do see a beautiful lane saying coming in, mid lane getting pushed straight down, and Q looking for blood, but jump.
It's going to be Netherland getting pushed out, getting Pop Tyrant's Rage, failing to connect with Black Shoes as well. Phantom Execution. It looks like Kyo's in trouble. That's going to be Yansky. Ooh, and that's going to be Zane falling with another Nether Realm being pushed out, and they are in deep trouble. It looks like Bloods is going to be dying. Final slash missing, failing to get Bloods and giving them a very free access to Nikki. Looks like Too Easy for Top is still going to be trying to zone out for that Lord to get that one final inhibitor tower.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of cheese wheel, a little bit of circle show over there, but look at Kufra.
Another Time's Rage getting popped with another Time Journey, reverse time being dropped on the Khufra. Bandito wasting that ulti, in my opinion, especially with no one being there to help him out. It looks like Yansky is going to be trying to get that blue. No. Failed jump from the Khufra. Zayn is going to be securing his blue and trying to go and reverse some of the damage done by that Lord and that gold lead from the side of Team Top Esports.
Yeah, a little bit of an uncomfortable position still for Iconic Crew. Top Esports definitely dominating all of these lanes, and especially with the vision. We do see all the turrets still on their top side, right? But for the bot side, all the turrets are still up, which means the rotation towards the marksman and the EXP wasn't really so dominant, as they were just trying to focus on getting the neutral objectives as Zayn is building that tank land. So you definitely want to give him the opportunity, but here comes a cheese wheel. They are looking for a full dive.
That's
here.
a final slash. It's a final slash and another realm being popped. It looks like they're gonna be escaping unless they manage to reverse it. They did escape, and honestly, I don't know how they escaped that with how hard Team Top Esports went on them.
And we might see another engage, but no, looks like they're just gonna go ahead and defend those lanes. Neutral objective Lord, Enhanced Lord is coming up in about 3 seconds. Definitely is going to be a little bit of a fight here. Iconic Crew not looking to give this Lord up, but Yansky in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, that's gonna be a beautiful. Alright, I'm not gonna comment on the
Oh,
penalty zone, and that's a beautiful first kill from Kufra with the flicker and a Titan's range, but unfortunately, Time Journey is still gonna be up. They are all very low HP, but they still are able to
oh
secure
my god,
that
look at their
Lord.
base. Their base. Their
They're gonna be
base.
running for that base, giving up that Lord, and they want to stay alive. That's good. Corey is very low HP, and he's lucky they did not make it in time.
Yeah, they're lucky they didn't make it in time, but that is going to be a win for Top Esports, right, with the Lord. But here comes another fight. They're looking for more blood here.
Final Slash and Reverse Time both connecting at the same time
Oh my
on
goodness.
Corey. Blood's having to pop that Nether Realm, and Nikki trying to use it just to get some damage in with that aerial. It's gonna be a tougher and tougher job to defend that, especially with how much CC they're gonna be having at the moment.
Yeah, talking about CC. Look at NTC's pathing, trying to get to the backside. iPrince having to pop the black shoes, reverse time zone, but Kufra coming to jump. Another realm has been popped. We do see the reverse time zone and time journey popped in by Diggy Bams. He's gonna go ahead and negate all that damage. Yansky's gonna go ahead and take out Zane TZ. Beautiful final slash coming in. Lord still pushing in on that top side. Yansky's still looking for a little bit more blood, but is going to be taken off by Blood on this Fairy Mist, which is a beautiful defense coming in there from Blood. And Nikki is able to use the heavy crossbow and be able to take out Lord, but that just kind of saved the game over there for the side of Iconic Crew. Top Esports might have a little bit more than they can chew on right there.
Absolutely right. As you can see now, Nikki is starting to get those really heavy crossbow hits, especially now in the late game with Corey coming in to take some of the damage at the start of the match. You have to remember, yes, they may have the Diggy, they may have Bamsky on the Diggy and Too Easy for top, as well as Yansky, but at the end of the day, the enemy, the top esports, does not have as much CC that's AoE as much as Iconic Esports. They have the Thermos, they have the Hufra. They are gonna be doing a lot more damage if they land one of their skills, and Diggy does not have his time journey.
Yeah, but speaking about time journey, someone's definitely gonna have to pop that time journey a little bit premature, or else Bandito doesn't have room to be able to set right. You have Yansky with the final slash, and speaking about time final slash, ooh, that was a little bit of a risky play from the side over there from Top Esports, but they are able to back up just in time for Lord. 30 seconds left. No one should be dying over here. They shouldn't be fighting. There's no objectives coming in from both sides, but we do see Prince still coming in, dominating, right? But the thing is, another realm is easily countered by Lilia and also Claw with the Blazing Duet. So it definitely has to be used very carefully. But look at the bot side right now. Boxer versus Lance trying to clear these lanes. Definitely want to see who's going to be up top, but too easy for a top. Might just be the one on top, but here comes the cheese wheel.
Oh, and that's gonna be a beautiful first kill from Hoofer. That's a
No.
reverse time dropping on the Hoofer, stopping him in place and making sure he is not getting any Tyrant's Rage out on Team Top Esports.
That looks like a free Lord over there for the side of Top Esports. They're going to go ahead and take this uncontested. But Corey, I don't think they want to give this up for free, but Zintizi.
That's gonna be Blazing Duet coming out. Corey giving up at that point, just standing in place as they take out that Terizla. And that's gonna be 2 people left alive. That's gonna be Bloods and Nikki alive as a Lord is gonna be coming in with Too Easy for top, zoning out and recalling in front of their faces. They are making it known that they are winning. And it looks like they're gonna be coming in. Ooh, Hi Prince, dealing some damage. And the black shoes getting popped with Time Journey getting popped. It looks like they are in a bit of trouble. That Firmus damage is no joke. And here you have Yansky barely surviving with Nikki, making sure to drop that damage in, and that's Kiyu. It looks like Kiyu's in big trouble. I
Oh
think
my
they might be
goodness.
able to defend here with how many of them just fell for that Nether Realm and that combo from Bloods and Nikki with the Nether Realm and the heavy crossbow.
Yeah, definitely a lot of damage. They were able to defend that very well, but that is a lot of bodies dropped. 19 to 27 on the kill board right now. Top Esports definitely dominating the kill, but looks like Zentinzi trying to cut this wave and go straight for an invade very deep into their jungle. This can be a good situation for the side of Iconic Crew as he is just trying to make sure there is no gold and no farm able to be taken away from their own side, and looks like they're going to go ahead and take everything away from them.
Absolutely not. Leaving out that jungle. Lane is going to be falling back with Bloods and Bandito, keeping him company, and another Nikki just on the sides, making sure he's not alone. And a final slash getting popped from Yansky. It's a low cooldown. He's not gonna bother dropping that, and he's just gonna wait up until that Lord spawns. That's what both teams want right now.
Yeah, definitely. But as since you do know these two teams a little bit well, right? If you had to give one win condition for each team, what would you say? If Iconic Crew wanted to win, what do they have to do? With Top Esports wanting to win, what do they have to do to manage to secure the third match of the game?
Personally, I think Top Esports really has to focus on getting rid of Nikki. At the moment, regardless of all their matchups, Nikki is the only one capable of dealing enough damage at a consistent rate to their team. And it looks like Zayn is going to be in trouble here with that escape. It looks like they're going to be able to defend Zayn just enough for him to get back and stop that attack before Lord comes up. As I was saying in regards to the win condition, I think they really need to get Nikki taken out if Top Esports wants a chance at a cleanup at ending this game with one tower left for Team Iconic Esports. A sudden turn of events suddenly turned everything, and they are so close to victory, but just no bite. When it comes to the side of Iconic Esports, I think they're in a lot more trouble because they do not have just one option they need to get rid of. They either need to get rid of that time journey so their CC chain can actually hit, especially with the Lord fight coming up. You have too easy for top, slowly poking down the Lord with Corey giving vision, just making sure they know it's not going uncontested. Zayn is gonna be trying to come in from the side, Phantom Execution getting popped, and that's gonna be reverse time dropping on Zayn from Bamsky.
Wait, what is Bandito doing?
It looks like Bandito's trying to buy them some time so they can contest that Lord or at least get someone out. Because unless they do that, that's gonna be a throw on the side of Iconic Esports. That's
Mm,
gonna be oh, and it looks like Black Shoes is gonna get popped. Zayn is still trying to bait them into
Nikki.
getting that Lord with Yansky,
Wow.
and NetherRealm is getting popped. Nikki is gonna fall to Prince. That's gonna be one after the other. Time Journey getting popped with Corey dying, and it looks like Too Easy for Top is gonna be trying to get that base right away. Too Easy for Top losing his immortality, and Kiyu securing that base ending.
And over there, that is a beautiful game. I think this is one of our longer games over here, but let's take a look at these stats real quick. We do see Prince once again. Anything he touches does turn into gold, so it's going to be MVP for him. 13, 3, 14 definitely is the one dealing the most amount of damage with the most amount of kills and assists on the board here. But right behind is Alleyway Q coming in with the Claw 10-3, was able to do a lot of damage. But let's take a look at the data real quick. I do know there was a lot of stats coming in from both sides. Claw doing 24% damage, but Prince is going to be the one doing 33% damage. Definitely, you will know that he had a big impact over there. But beautiful game. Congratulations, Top Esports. You played a phenomenal game.
I'm burning up now, taking higher levels. I'm in a bad spot, trouble to my knees. I need a taste, sipping on heaven. You got me waiting, waiting for you. We're chasing trophies, got me ready, don't you worry. I feel the power, I'm the champion. You got me running for the glory. Good to let this go. Burning up now, nothing's gonna stop me. I'm going faster, wanna break away. I love the way it feels. It's the adrenaline, we're going all the way. Cause we never ever going down. You got me walking to the bar. We don't catch a slide when we were young. Never run from the fight, yeah, we climb to the top. Never run from the fight, all the way to the top. Never run from the fight, yeah, we rise to the top. I'm on a rush now, winning, that's my focus. I need some ice, you gotta cool me down. I feel my nirvana coming closer. You got me waiting, waiting for you. We're chasing trophies, got me ready, don't you worry. I feel the power, I'm the champion. You got me running for the glory. Good to let this go. Burning up now, nothing's gonna stop me. I'm going faster, wanna break away. I love the way it feels. It's the adrenaline, we're going all the way. Cause we never ever going down. You got me walking to the bar. We don't catch a slide when we were young. Never run from the fight, yeah, we climb to the top. Never run from the fight, all the way to the top. Never run from the fight, yeah, we rise to the top. I'm burning up now, nothing's gonna stop me. I'm going faster, tearing down the walls. Burning up now.
All right, welcome back. We are into the fourth match of Iconic Crew versus Top Esports. A little bit of a caster desk change. I am here with UA, one of the NACT casters all the way from North America. Joining with me today, he is one of my caster partners for MLSA North America as well. So UA, how are you doing?
Woo! Thank you, Eunice, for the warm welcoming. Currently casting in my car, but a lot of the games, have been quite beautiful. I know this is a best 5 series. 2-2-1 is going to be the scoreboard. Top Esports, which is going to be on your right side, is going to be up. And actually, I don't know if you talked about it, but a familiar face coming from me, Prince. Yeah, we worked with him, right?
We did also cast for him for his tournaments, UA. So it's a familiar face, but instead we're going to be casting him instead of him being the caster desk with us. So how are you feeling? We're actually seeing him play.
Yeah, no, this is pretty exciting because, a lot of the casters, they do want the opportunity to play. And for him to be in a grand finals, man, this guy has done it all. He went from casting, producing, now as a player. It's kind of like the opposite story of UA, right?
Opposite story of UA indeed, but UA, we're already getting into the bans. I already see Iconic Crew banning out the Baksha, and a little bit of backstory, you missed a few of the games here, but it's been pretty intense. Baksha has been picked up 100% by Too Easy for Top, which is going to be the jungler for Top Esports, and has actually dominated the jungle of Iconic Crew. And Bruno is also a respect ban towards Q. He is a one-trick Bruno and Wanwan, so you're definitely going to see those bans coming out. But Angela also getting banned, and Nolan as well, UA.
Yeah, so I like the Bruno ban. If you're talking about kind of the MPL ID so far, Bruno has been picked 100% of the times or banned out. So I do like that ban. Now, Boxy, on the other hand, I feel like he's kind of fell off a little bit. Maybe, both of these teams still like to go for some of that utility style jungle. I still think Fredrin does pretty well. But one thing that has not been on the board is going to be that Matilda. Maybe has both teams looked to play it yet?
It's actually been traded out every single time, so it's either Matilda Angela trade or or double support ban for one side. So we might see a Matilda ban, but they gotta trade it out for Arlott. Arlott's been a hot pick for both of these teams, so you're gonna see an Arlott right now, UA right now.
Yeah, so you talk about the Arlott, but I'm not really a big fan of the Arlott personally. I think Terizla is gonna be a much better option. But the buffed 1-1 coming through. I like this. I actually was able to see quite a few games with the 1-1, especially in MPL invitationals. And I do know that they decided to buff this character up. You know, for at some point in time, Eunice, like we kind of shelved this hero. They slowed down the attack speed. They made her
did.
damage less. It just wasn't that good anymore. But you know, with the new recent patch coming through, it seems like 1-1's the hot pick now.
Yeah, definitely. And the Hoss class definitely did get revamped just a little bit, but ooh, Kaja getting picked up, definitely a little bit of an issue, right? 1-1 is immune to CC with her second skill. Kind of her little pop of dance over there was going to be able to immune the CC, but the Divine Judgment coming in from Kaja, a little bit of an issue. But Valentina, IMU, and Arlott, Final Slash going directly into a fair miss. And Yue, how do you feel about that?
Well, you know, the Arlott is still going to be quite good, but I think the Trizla is also still an option there. I'm actually surprised that Top did not pick up the Rithel, because I think the Rithel does quite well against the 1-1 matchup. And since they picked the 1-1 so early, I feel like it definitely was possible. But the Kaja and the Kufra does well, but the Kaja and Fermis, you know, that's definitely a golden trio. Even we like to run that sometimes in
We
ranked
do.
games.
We do, and I am a one trick fair. So definitely it is a
And I'm the
100%
one trick
pick
chicken.
off. And you are the one trick over there. So you are it's like I feel like we're kind of seeing our duo up there on the side of Top. But yeah, I definitely want to agree with you, right? The one getting picked up so early, you can definitely work around her a lot. You could have picked definitely an early game marksman like an Iritho, or even let's say if Bruno was open, Bruno would have definitely been a good pick as well. And Kufra, definitely the ball would be really good countering against the 1-1. But speaking of Trizla actually gets banned for the side of Iconic Crew.
Yeah, we like that. Trizla does quite well, and especially since they decided to prioritize the Arlott early, I think Trizla is going to be a good ban. But the question that's on my mind here is that you see Top, right? They have the Kaja, but it's not really paired up with any burst, right? Traditionally, you go with Kaja, maybe take the Brody, maybe take the Bruno, some early game damage, making sure that when he was hitting the Divine Judgment onto the gold side, they're able to grab up a kill. But this time around, they have this Claude, which scales well into the late game, but doesn't do too much damage early. And they also have a Fairmish, which provides a lot of utility with another realm, but it's not really like a Lunox or a Farsa where they could 100-0 somebody.
Yeah, definitely. And I see a Lance and Kufra getting banned out. Bandito actually has been running Kufra for every single game. That's going to be a respect ban. And Zane TZ, you missed his beautiful Phantom Execution with the pathing, and it was crazy. It was crazy. It's one of his good flex picks and definitely his power pick. But okay,
I like this.
I like this. I like this. Phobius has been picked up in MPLI, but I haven't seen it used to the best of its ability yet. So I want to see it here.
And in this matchup, it's really good against the 1-1. Valentina has 2 dashes. Arlott has like almost unlimited dashes. Yes, I do like this Fredrin hover over. I don't know if he's gonna lock it in, but Fredrin definitely has still been one of the hottest jungle picks, even with the nerfs coming out. I also think another pick is quite nice is going to be the Guinevere and also the Martis, right? The Martis can immune a lot of the CCs, but it just adds on to Phobius's power when they go for a lot of these dash-heavy heroes, right? There's things that are like a Kai, you know, that doesn't dash too much, but they decide to go with the Roger.
Here comes the Guinevere.
I definitely hope so. That skin is quite beautiful.
It is beautiful. I think the epic skin's better though. The
epic
violet
skin?
one. The one with the gray dress. I forgot the name of the skin. I think it's
the gray dress.
The lily. The lily one.
What about the what about the Street Fighter one?
Street Fighter's okay. Street Fighter's okay.
It makes a lot of noise.
I like KOF.
Wait, that's the same thing. KOF Street Fighter. I think that's the same thing.
Psycho Ball.
Yeah, but you know, talk about Gwen. We do know that they recently added Guinevere in the magic chest. I know we're not really supposed to go into details there, but Guinevere seems pretty strong. But the Martis coming through with a lot of the CC immune. Now, both teams are set in stone, locked in. Top Esports is going to be up 2-1. So we really have to see how Iconic Esports comes out with this aggressive draft, especially the Roger. What do you think, Eunice?
Roger, obviously, with the current meta, did get buffed right now, but I still would like to see a tank jungle, especially with a big set like that. Yes, Roger is able to do the damage once he gets to that power spike, but they have to get to that point for Roger to start really doing the damage that it needs to do. And against a Martis, right, in that early game, might be a little bit of a struggle, right? The Mortar Coils is able to shove a lot of people and immune the CC, right?
Mhm.
So might be a little bit of a trouble. But UA, we are in match 4. It is going to be Iconic Crew versus Top Esports. 2 lead right now for Top Esports, and if they win this, they take the win home. But if Iconic Crew takes us back, we are looking at a match 5 after this. But how are you feeling, UA? This draft looks pretty tense and tight for both of these teams.
Yeah, we're really trying to focus on seeing if Iconic Crew can kind of bounce back from this lead. We can already see the I don't even know his name, but the Kaja coming through quite well as he's chunked pretty low, but I think he's gonna be able to walk his way out with that flicker. Typical early game, right? The roam along with the mage near the mid side. The Kaja did have to go back, but both marksmen's both on the gold side are quite late game. So I feel like we're gonna see quite the stalemate, especially early on. No aggression from both teams.
Yeah, and I feel like the Valentina IMU is going to help negate a lot of damage, especially with the Famous Netherrealm. So I want to see whose Netherrealm is better, right? But the Red Tree actually gets locked in by Zane. Roger's going to get a little bit of an early lead in. Too easy for Top Martis is just going to go ahead and go straight back to farming.
Yeah, that's a small lead coming out from the side of Iconic, but a little bit of aggression coming through.
We do see a little bit of aggression, Blood doing a little bit of damage to Bamski, but Bandita doing a little bit of a good job just kind of zoning out with a lot of CC, but they still get chunked low, still looking for more blood. Zane's gonna go in for Petri. First blood locked in by, no, that's a double kill. Beautiful Petri coming in, but Prince is gonna go ahead and take that kill, but a triple kill locked in by Corey. 3-0 on the board for a 1 trade, UA. Holy, that is a very good early lead. Holy crap.
And you were kind of talking about the R-Lot being picked early in the draft. I kind of didn't really believe it myself because, I still feel like there was a lot of good heroes available, but the R-Lot definitely coming through with 3 kills early on, only traded for 1. So Iconic definitely has the lead, but the real question is, are they going to be able to keep this lead here?
Yeah, but Zane already getting hand on Turtle here, but Yansky doing a little bit of Zonish Prince, ready to use the Nether Roam if needed, but that's going to be a beautiful red tree coming in. That's first Turtle secured by Iconic Crew, but on bot side, is going to go ahead and trade out that Claude Q, take it off the board for Top Esports, and go ahead and push up a little bit, but I feel like, right, the gold is not too bad. We are looking at a little bit over a 1k gold lead, but definitely taking a little bit of gold off that shield is definitely going to do a lot of work for Nikki that is running the 1-1 with a kill up her sleeve in the first 3 minutes.
Well, here's the interesting about Iconic Esports. They are the one that's down, but they're playing so extremely aggressive. They were able to get 3 kills earlier, but maybe caught in a bad situation here.
And kind of a bad situation. Another roam early, getting popped, but Minnow coming in, Mimonia Rage coming in, knocks 3, but we do see the beautiful immune. Do see Divine Judgment coming in, but Crossbow of Tang locked in a 1. That's going to be Bambi taking off the board. Too easy for Top. Is going to be, but Decimation locked in last minute is going to take a kill, but in exchange, a double kill. Nikki is going to take Mars off the board, but also once again exchange, Zane going to take off Claude. That is a unfortunate trade for Top Esports, but Iconic Crew just dominating the early game.
Yeah, they were able to take the turtle. They got a kill on the bot side. They were able to win this fight too, quite convincingly. Scoreboard is 7-2, about a 2k gold lead. And Iconic, they're kind of just snowballing ahead right now. And I really think that's kind of what they should go with, especially having a Roger jungle, right? You don't need that time to scale with the items. You just have to make sure you get a couple farms, get a couple last hit in, and try to deny some of the jungle creeps. And I think he's doing a great job right now.
Now, I kind of want to talk about Corey's emblem and spells here, right? In MPL line, you see in professional settings, you see Arlot actually slotted in the roam position, and especially Arlot would flicker, but he actually opted in for the Petri, which I feel like helped him so much in that early game skirmish toward that top side, right? A lot of CC, unlimited dashes, and Phobius doesn't hit that spike till he's 4, but mid side.
Oh, yeah, Phobius already going in. The knockup comes through by the Minotaur, and you can see the Phobius jump coming through. 1-1 was able to pick up 1 kill so far, but both teams are actually chunked dangerously low. Trades coming in from both sides. Going to be a 2-for-1 for the advantage for top esports right now. They're going for another kill. It 3-for-1. Advantage for Iconic as they look to take up this objective here. I thought the Phobius was going to do a lot of work, but he ended up just dying to the 1-1.
Yeah, it definitely did. And that fight was actually started by top esports, but now it got flipped over like a coin from Iconic Crew. And still, everyone's looking at a good, decent KDA, but top's like Q. Oh, Yue. Q is literally a pushing machine. But speaking about pushing machine,
He got taken out underneath the tower, but not before that Arlot was actually shut down. Now, and typically when we talk about the 1-for-1 trades, it's going to be advantage towards the losing side because you get lot of kills trade. But honestly, both teams are going quite aggressive here. You see a 3K goalie, but do you see the mid push going on?
you do see the mortar coils coming into easy for top. That's going to be a turret destroyed for the side of top esports against Iconic Crew. Now, we did see that bot tower being lost, but I would very much rather lose my bot side over the mid side. Opens up too much vision over there. And also top side, Bloodzy prematurely used her flicker to try to get a divine judgment. Yeah, we do see a 3-man mid side trying to trade out that same turret, but they do know that they can't buy what they can chew about 1-1. Oh no, that is going to be them taken off a little bit premature, but Zen TZ, here we go.
Zen TZ coming in with 1 versus 3. The Netherrealm has come down and the BMI is coming through also, but they end up picking up the Fair Miss. The Fair Miss taking Purify, right? It's one of those spells that does quite well against a lot of the CCs, but you really have to position yourself a little bit better. Dying 3 times already, pretty much once every single big team fights, is not going to do your team any good. And Iconic gets away with a win here and, the top tower, but it's going to be traded by the Martis from too easy for top.
Yeah, definitely a good response, but here we go. Minoan Fury on the back line. No Netherrealm to negate the damage, but chunk down low. Zane TZ. Here we go. Bandito just might be caught out by Prince, and that's going to be a shutdown into the hands of Prince, but Phobius doing a little bit of work. Bloodzy is going to be the next on board. Prince coming in with a double kill. We see Nikki trying to push up on that mid turret, but not going to be enough. That is going to be a 2-for-0 trade instead. Now top esports might just get their hands on this turtle.
Yeah, and I like this group coming in from top. I was kind of wondering when these teams are going to start kind of grouping up and fighting together, but top esports, they're definitely going to be the ones that took advantage of this just wild rotations coming in from both sides. They're able to grab up a few kills, and the objective here, putting their gold back even. Now, I kind of want to take a look at some of the items here. I know Claude already built up maybe the DHS and also the golden staff, but anything that kind of pops up to you, Eunice?
Top. A little bit of a skirmish, but no. So I know that Phobius. Oh no, I can't talk about either. Here's a curse. 2 Netherrealms popping in. Minion Free landing on 3 members. It's going to be a crossbow of Tang locked in by Nikki. There's going to be a Martis getting taken. That's a double kill. Oh, there's the back. That's a triple kill. I'm going crazy. It is going to be a Goomba of League, except an ML Yansky with a demonic force is not able to do enough. Ult did run out. Is that going to be a Maniac final slash coming in? Is that going to be a Maniac? Let me see it. Let us see it. Nikki doing a lot of damage, but that's going to be Bloodzy taking away the Maniac away from Nikki's hands. But that is a 4-for-0 trade, and Prince kind of left alone to defend that mid side. But you better not be asking me to look at items. I do not want the MLSA curse back in here, please. I can't talk about items, man. Well, okay, how about you talk about the items? Can we get an item check, please?
No, the items ain't on the screen. Okay, some of the items that we're looking at, you have the Valentina has gone both the clock and also the lightning truncheon. It's weird. Why does 1-1 build has claws now? She doesn't crit, does she?
The 1-1, the Hoss class does crit, but it gives that lifesteal. So it does a little bit more sustain. So you're seeing like a lot of marksmen now, even Irithel build. Like any marksman will build Hoss class first item. I think the only exception would just be 1-1.
Well, the 1-1 has the Has clause here, but going back to some of Iconic's strength, I feel like they're having a lot of trouble trying to deal with this 1-1, and even the Minnow. The Minnow's 3-1-12, the Valentina 2-2-11, 1-1-7, 2-4. They literally have the kills exactly where they want to be. I feel like Iconic is just a draft advantage.
Oh. We do see Zane coming in. Another run being popped in by Prince pretty prematurely, but beautiful pull. But Minonia Fury just landed on 3 members. Crossbow of Tang not able to finish off Prince, but here comes Goomba once again. We do see Demonic Force shutdown on Nikki, but here comes Fovia's very tanky Valentina getting a kill off of Prince, but right back on the board. So not really so much a kill, I would say, but Bloods just got caught out by the Blazing Duet, and that's going to be another member off the board. But topside Zane getting chunked down by 3 members of the side of top there. So looking for we do see Final Slash coming in. Petri, Demonic Force locked in. And here comes a Phobius pick for what it came for. We are looking at 152. Not a beautiful KDA, but was able to take so much of that damage in that fight and took Nikki off the board once again. But here we go. Looks like I can't get a break here. Zane running for his life. Is he going to get away? No, beautiful flame shot coming in. That is going to be I don't know how many trades that was, but that was a nasty fight over there coming in from both members.
Well, we finally get to see the action coming in from Claude. He was literally just walking on the opposite side of every single team fight. But Team Top, they were able to take advantage of some of these skirmishes coming out from Iconic. Even though it feels like Iconic has the better draft and the better early to mid game, it just feels like maybe some of their strategies are lacking a little bit now. Top Esports pushing onto this top side, and with the Lord marching down at the bot, it feels like Iconic, they're going to struggle a little bit in terms of this defense. But as long as they can peel the 1-1, get a good Minon's Fury, maybe get Arlot in there, they should be able to do too much.
Conceal. Oh, we do see Conceal pull coming in. Benito with the Minonia Enraged, but we do see the beautiful another roam coming in by Prince. That takes off Zane Teasy, Roger there, but Demonic Force just keeps going. Final Slash coming in, but Crossbow Ting is going to go ahead and do the reverse over there. Takes 2 members off the board, but Q going to go ahead and take off Valentina, the double kill, taking Arla off, but that is going to be a shutdown. We do see Nikki taking off Club, also double kill, but Faramis, Prince is going to go ahead and negate that same trade, but Bandito left alone to defend the base, and that is going to be all she wrote. That is going to be a win for Top Esports and UA. We saw such a huge lead early game. What happened?
Yeah, I feel like Iconic, they definitely played to their strength, right? They had like 7 kills on 1-1. The Mina only died 1 time with like 13, 14 assists. Look at him. He's at 3, 1, and 15. Again, the scoreboard is going to be 21-16, 12-minute game between these 2 teams. Prince is able to grab up the MVP here. And, you know, I was kind of doubting, hey, you know, taking the Faramis so early, maybe he's subject to counter. Maybe the Valentina is going to be able to grab, you know, the Nether Realm. But I felt like it was almost the perfect counter to that 1-1. Even though the 1-1 was going off, the Netherrealm just negated so much damage. On top of that, the Mr. Goomba was hitting like 4, 5, 7 ults each of those team fights.
Yeah, definitely Goomba over here. But actually, UA Prince has secured MVP for every single game.
Oh.
So you could definitely see that the mid impact is huge. But let's take a look at these stats over here. Definitely Prince might be doing not so much damage, but he was there to negate all the crossbow of Tang, right? 90% damage, not bad, right? But the team fight participation is what really helped the team early game. Prince was 0-3. Like, he was dying continuously over and over early game, but now he knows, right? As long as 1-1 uses a crossbow of Tang, definitely going to go ahead and use that Nether Realm. But we also see Bamski and Yansky. Wow, cute twin names. But we see, look at how much damage Phobius did UA. Early game, Phobius wasn't doing anything. 34%
Oh.
damage shows that late game spike with clock and dominance ice. Yeah, the Wormwood's not going to do anything towards that Phoveus. And with the beautiful ult coming in from Phoveus, the demonic force was able to counter so many members. Nikki, Corey, Bendito. Wait, everybody just got countered by Yansky Yue.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty great match coming out from the Phoveus. And I was kind of hyping the Guma jump, but he definitely did pretty much the most damage on the team, 34%. And, he was one of the 3 magic damage dealers, but even with so much magic, he was able to kind of just penetrate a lot of the armors coming through. So, maybe Iconic, they just had to build a little bit more armor. Maybe they had to try to get the Phoveus ultimate out and just disengage. But guys, this is going to be it for the MLDT Season 7. This is going to be for the EU region. Congratulations to Top Esports here.
Yeah, beautiful games coming in for both sides, but I do feel like Top Esports did really come on top, and that is going to be a win secured. Congratulations from both of the teams. You guys played absolutely well, phenomenal. But for this time, looks like the crown does belong to Top Esports. Congratulations.
And some shout outs. Do we have some time for shout outs? Shout outs to Jill, shout outs to Aza, shout outs to Spade, shout outs to Ghost, Eunice for being here, also Luke for hosting this beautiful tournament, our beautiful stream here. But guys, that's gonna be it for me. Eunice, any last words?
No, but thank you for having me here. Beautiful shout outs to everybody. Thank you for the casters here, the tournament hosts, the mods doing their job, watching and making sure everything is a smooth game. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty early game, but we did bounce back. So beautiful game. I loved being here and I loved casting with you guys. So thank you for having us.